in round number 1 that is extremely crucial, where both teams can still utilize the hunters and almost all the survivors that they want to utilize, and therefore it's definitely a better situation for MP right now. Since the Dream Witch is the preferred hunter, you want to get as many survivors out of there through round number 1, and we are just jumping right into it. Already finding Captain Kun, fantastic find. It is the mechanic, the main decoder of the team, immediately leeching Captain Kun, and now going to figure out where the rest of the survivors are, trying to put as many leeches on the map as possible, and also trying to close in Captain Kun between the leeches.
Yeah, and we see that he did see that the mechanic already dropped the doll, so he knows that, again, the best target is the mechanic early on before the priestess is able to get support. But Hatari's already here. The tandem is happening. Hatari being in that area just gives a whiff of like danger coming in with 72S. Now, we see that the portals are being placed. Skyfall is also in the immediate vicinity. Patroller Dream Witch is a deadly combo, but you have to time the sandwich right. We see he gets the hit, excellent stuff, and still has the main follower dropping the Patroller. Now we see that the leech is going to be deployed. Excellent drop here, but we are even going to see a dog bite. It is going to happen in favor of 72S. Now, just closing out that distance, we do see that he is in this area where there is no one decoding, and I'm sure that Hatari still pushing that Cypher machine, waiting for the signal for him to go and help Captain out for the support.
Captain Kun doing a fantastic job, really avoiding that Dream Witch for as long as possible, where and these leeches can utilize Abnormal to really slow down the decoding progress. And if we look at the decoding progress, survivors are doing a fantastic job. We are jumping right back into the action. We have the mechanic on the balloons, on the chair now. Forward is concentrating on that Cypher machine, but might be the survivor who is going in for the rescue as soon as he gets the chance.
Now we see the survivor. Oh wow, look at that leech, and then right away to the Patroller. Excellent combo there by MP's Hunter in the name of 72S, forcing Hatari to utilize his football. And now again, you see that he is de-leeching, anti-cursing, and we will be seeing a quick pause in the action. 72S has his options. Wow,
and
goes
this is
for the
exactly
rescue.
what we're... Oh,
It's
yes,
the
we had
Gravekeeper
the
that went for
Gravekeeper
it.
coming in for the rescue. And this is exactly what we were talking about before, right? We have extremely strong hunters, but the survivor teams are so well coordinated, definitely making it difficult. We can see... Oh, we can see that the priestess was actually utilizing that portal to go and pop that other Cypher machine. And now Mechanic is going down. Great concentration, great focus on MP's side, going for that Mechanic. As we said, we still have the doll on the map. The doll is still decoding. And if we look at the Cypher machine progress, it is going on extremely fast.
Look at that.
So, oh, there
Global
comes the
portal.
portal.
Yeah.
That
But
might be a little
he's
bit
gonna be
tricky,
greeted.
but-
Oh, I canceled it out. And now we see that he will have to focus on this Mechanic. We were not able to see if he was rescued before 50%, but one Cypher remains, Grizzly. So they're really putting the pressure on this Dream Witch, and the doll is still out and about, pretty healthy. So now who will go for the rescue? We're going to see 72S clean up a little bit, and it seems like Hatari is in the area here because he was able to take out that leech.
Exactly, he was getting rid of his own leech and now is going to put pressure on the hunter, forcing the hunter to stay in this area, trying to go in for the rescue right here, is taking the Patroller though. There might be the rescue. Now it's really okay. Okay, Cypher machine is ready. Cypher machine is getting popped right here as soon as the Mechanic will fall down. They are currently establishing distance and going away from the exit gates, but the survivor team sees what is happening. There we go, Cypher machine is popped, but MP, again, with the leeches, they can be everywhere. One at the gate right now.
And just the constant pressure, like you talked about, the detention is a factor, so they can't just go for the exit gate without looking behind them because two leeches are on the Gravekeeper, one on the two leeches, Gravekeeper and Mechanic. Now we see that the Mechanic is trying to buy as much time as possible. We see some survivors push for that back exit, and he goes for the hit. Mechanic will be falling down. And now we see 72S will try to just try to spread her presence out even more. So Basement is here as well, Grizzly. Keeper
coming in with the peepers, really wants to secure at least one survivor, because if these survivors are able to get out of this with, oh look at the stall is going down, if they are able to get out of this with 4 survivors, there would be a 5-point game on the survivor side, which is extremely strong. Therefore we can see how 72S is really focusing on bringing that mechanic on the chair, because mechanic will be out of the game as soon as she hits the chair. Is not cheering her, is now cheering her because it's trying to bring more leeches to the exit gate, but it is too late. There is no time for 72S to catch by pushing the hunter away. So definitely a difficult pick right here when it comes to which survivor you are going to hunt down first. But the best find in this team composition is LC, the Seer, and we can see Gotche slowly transitioning towards, which is Shuni, which is the mercenary, no, the priestess.
The priestess, yeah, okay. Cleaning up, but okay, he's gonna try to commit to Shuni. So again, yeah, wants to go for the Seer, but then again, Shuni, just a gift from who the identified gods, presenting herself the priestess. Now we see Shuni just playing it safe here, being careful not to vault, get into that terror shock, has to eat that hit to transition more. Seer, I have a feeling, is spectating, but the bees as well is in the area. Godjay just traversing away, does not want to deal with those bees. Shuni now being careful with which exit she's going to go to. She's going to try to make a dash towards the exit there. Oh my god, able to utilize the owl, and Shuni getting safe passage from this window, and now trying to build up that holy key. Has one.
What a fantastic owl, really providing MP with a longer kite, with more time to decode the cipher machines right here. The bees are there, the bees are trying to buy more time too, but we have the prediction of Gotche right here, bringing down that priestess with the statues. Fantastic job early in the game. We can see the cipher machines, 2 of them halfway, another one at 30%, so there's still a long way to go when it comes to decoding on the survivor side. We can see mercenaries slowly coming in for the rescue. Seer now already utilized his owl, is now having no skill to not only defend himself but to defend the rest of the team. So therefore Seer really needs to focus on decoding right now, and the mercenary who is in the middle of the map is touching the cipher. They are most likely going to sacrifice the priestess.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Point matches for the survivors before, so that is definitely still on the table, but as I already said, we have the mercenary being close by. Not sure if he's going in for the rescue or if he's just pushing Tinnitus. Might actually utilize Tinnitus to keep Gotche at bay.
Yeah, that's true, because I think it might be a little too risky, and you're also going to feed Godjay. And now that did buy enough time for the priestess to expire, and we see that Elsie moving away from the graveyard, just probably to just signal to everyone that there's a cipher that's almost being pushed there. And Godjay realizing, all right, Elsie isn't in that area, I need to find him. Tinnitus is being propped here at the top broken part of this map, and LC has to farm that owl if he wants to last a little longer. Blink has not yet been utilized, so LC has to be very careful with how he's going to kite in this top broken wall part of this map. And we see that LC already able to break down this wall just so he can get that speed boost for jumping that window. And LC I would say that the positioning of these ciphers, there's still 5 ciphers that remain, so yeah, he can kite wherever in this part of the map. Whoa!
That is true. Oh, look at the bees! Really buying that split second that he needed to avoid that hit. Fantastic job. And LC really buying a lot of time. You said it, in this area he can kite around for as long as he wants, because there's no one decoding a cipher. Oh, not only taking a statue now, but a regular hit as well. So now all of a sudden everything turns around, right? LC putting up a fantastic kite, giving the survivors a lot of time, and now being in a troubling situation where he goes down with the statues. And now even with the cipher machines, look at the cipher machines, they were able to do a fantastic job catching up on the cipher machines. But now we have one survivor who needs to go in for the rescue, which only leaves one more survivor to decode cipher machines. There is definitely a lot of pressure on MP's side. We have mercenary coming in, taking that hit, going in for a rescue.
And I like you point out the ciphers, but look at that, the last effort is going to be popped. And it's going to be tough for Seer to go for a rebound rescue here since he ate that early hit. We see LC still trying to push for that one Cypher before the last effort completely brings him down. Mercenary eats a chip shot here. LC was still able to pop that Cypher, so it's still very manageable here, Grizzly. 2 Cyphers remaining, and those 2 Cyphers are past the 50% mark. But resources, we do have 3 elbow pads on that Mercenary. Life isn't so good, though, and he's just 1 chip shot away. Entomologist, life is pretty good, but doesn't have that much bees to utilize. She utilizes the bees probably to close out the distance here. Now Anchan going for the save.
And that was just a fantastic move from LC, because we have Gotche not only sitting here on that chair, but was about to... Oh, there comes the second hit. That might be a down for the entomologist who was trying to rescue. Now what we can see, is immediately going to get Zero right here, because now it's going to be a back and forth. We have seen this over and over again. Gotche is trying to hit.
Wow.
The Mercenary with the statues is going back to the entomologist. Will the Mercenary or even the entomologist be able to get up in time to prolong this fight, because there is still the chance for the dungeon? But so far it seems like the entomologist won't have enough time to get up. We will see the entomologist ending up on the chair, and Zero, who needs a long time to get up, might be the next one. If Zero is able to get up in time before Gotche finds him, there might be a chance of the dungeon. He knows where the dungeon is. And with the entomologist on the chair, there definitely is a chance, especially with the delayed go-down effect of the Mercenary. But there are no skills left.
Yeah, I know. Fully fed Sculptor and Gotche with that melee hit that just sealed the deal there. 5 points for Gotche. He has not skipped a beat with how he has been hunting, ladies and gentlemen. He's all warmed up. Now MP has been put on notice. GH with a furious start to round number 1. Survivors win, Hunter win.
We have seen over and over again. Very curious to see how MP will respond to Gotche's breaking wheel. They have to respond. They have to get points in the second round.
And the thing is, they have done this before, but can they do it again now that Gotche knows what to expect? Shuni is going to be the first kite here, and now in a really strong part, I would say, in this corner house, especially Shuni is that priestess, will try to utilize these holy keys. Now you see Shuni trying to close out that distance, try to get to the holy key, but we see him being cut off. Gotche already getting 2 spikes on this priestess. Luckily, not full presence just yet. Gotche trying to utilize the trap here, but Shuni doing a great job running the routes, making sure that he buys enough time to keep Gotche contained here. And Shuni dropping that pallet just to buy more time. Thing is, excellent stuff, but once Gotche gets this priestess down, it's gonna be quite tough. Now we see that the bees, he's gonna get to wheel form just so they can close out this distance with Shuni.
Another spike hits Shuni right here, which doesn't really matter because Shuni will go down if there is a hit happening, and wasn't able to utilize that holy key just in time, is taking that hit. Gotche stopping that kite right here of Shuni, is having the first survivor on the chair. Cypher machine progress is going on pretty well. We can see the Mercenary this time coming in for the rescue. This time not leaving the first survivor on the chair, but putting pressure on Gotche by coming in as rescuing. Is already having 2 spikes. Priestess is able to get away. We have the Mercenary who is trying to get away and trying to buy more time, while Gotche is trying to get that Priestess that was on the chair already and has no portal left.
Yeah, that's true. Already utilized it, and mind you, does have that blink. Now we see that he does have full presence now, so he just 1 more spike. He can activate for an instant down of Shuni. Shuni now eats that second spike. He's going to close out that distance, but will he try to go for the trap here? Now we see the bees once again. The bees buying more time, but no, Shuni again gets that activation. Will have a second round on this rocket chair. Now wanted order is on the entomologist's side. Entomologist about to pop a Cypher. LC on the way for that rescue. So can he close out the distance in time? Zero now eats a spike just for being there. Now LC has to time this well. Probably going to go for a 99% rescue.
Wow, this is going to be very interesting. We have the bees there for backup and go to Cypher machines and come back.
Wow.
Exactly what we saw right here. Fantastic rescue happened.
The bees were pushing him away while giving Shuni time to utilize the holy key, and now realizing, all right, I need to go into wheel form, close out this distance. Shuni does not have any more holy keys to utilize, and now just has three spikes now. Can choose to activate for an instant down. Shuni will see his last time on this rocket chair, but 2 ciphers still remain. But Grizzly, they haven't touched those 2 ciphers left. So GodJ, knowing this, will go back to wheel form, add more pressure to the survivors, and try and get as much survivors down and out as possible.
Wow, and we have seen, fantastic jump of the mercenary, really getting away from that shockwave, avoiding that spike to get into the mercenary. And the thing is, this was a really good area we have seen being utilized over and over again for kiting the breaking wheel, but GodJ utilized the spikes immediately to give that mercenary that spike. Mercenary is scared off. We have GodJ transitioning to other survivors because you want to focus on scaring off survivors from the Cypher machine as much as you can. And the Demologist is now taking that. Is going towards right here. Was expecting the blink to happen. Blink didn't happen, watered, and therefore allowing GodJ to hit Engine really, really fast. Fantastic job. You mentioned it. Cypher machines haven't been touched. Now they are being worked on, but still there is a long way to go, and there is still a lot of pressure on MP's side.
Yeah, and can I just mention also GodJ not using Blink just yet, already down Shuni, and Shuni is out of the game. LC now forced to go on that burrow state to make this rescue before half to buy more time. Now we see that the spikes are adding up. Both of them have 2 spikes. The activation again. Gravekeeper, not much resources on his side. No shovels. Half-life. Entomologist on the rocket chair once again. Mercenary will have to go for the rescue, and Mercenary does have a football though. But again, it's just so tough because GodJ he's fast and he's furious. He's doing drifts like crazy, like he's in Tokyo, and it's just no stopping him. Like, I think it's past the sequels to the trilogy. It's 7-part series of GodJ Fast and Furious here with the drifts happening.
That is for sure. We can see Zero utilizing that football, but was not coming a long way right here. And there are 3 spikes in the Mercenary. That means if he's taking a normal hit, he will go down immediately. So that is forcing him to get a little bit of distance, trying to get away right here. But with the trap, it's going to be extremely difficult. He's making his way to the pallet. He's not throwing it yet, but he's taking it. Mercenary is down. We can now see the same situation as before. It's going to be a back and forth now, trying to figure out where the Gravekeeper is. What an intense match. And I want to highlight the rescue that we have seen from the Gravekeeper when he was going for the Entomologist. That was some phenomenal spike action from GodJ, really not only preventing the rescue, but also damaging the Gravekeeper by utilizing the skill. Now we can see LC is found at the graveyard, is at a really, really good area to kite around, but is taking that spike and will go down right here.
Ow. Yeah, like you mentioned, it was a 2-for-1 rescue, right? He downed the Gravekeeper. He hit the Gravekeeper to just swat him away from rescuing, and also downed the Entomologist again. So GodJ is so masterful with this character, and you know what? He switched to Peepers because he knows that it's a back and forth, as you mentioned. 2 survivors remaining. Now the Mercenary eats that 1 hit. GodJ now trying to drop the trap, and now the Mercenary already exhausts the self-heal. Gonna switch targets, go back to the Gravekeeper before he can possibly get up, but it's an open area. They go for the surrender. Hunter wins. GodJ has not...
We were more or less highlighting if round number 2 goes to GH, then there's more pressure on MP. But this goes for now as well. She wants to get these 5 points for this match, so there's definitely pressure on She. So she might have to play it a little bit more risky. Is now finding the forward early in the game, not necessarily the best find, but at the end of the day you have to find the survivor you want to go for, and She not dealing with that forward, not right away.
Ooh, but now transitioning here, he has to go for Skyfall now, but Skyfall going in that burrow state, and not the best find as well. You want to just try to go for these non-rescuers for those early downs, but we see that the bomb placements are doing pretty good. He's going to be forced to ride this tram, as we see that we are going to take a tour of Ever Sleeping Town. Buckle up your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. On to your left, you do see the exit, and you will see Bonbon that will exit with you. So now he was at, and now we see the tour continues. Skyfall now will have to exit soon, and you see that she is foaming at the mouth, wanting to down this Gravekeeper. Now going to the burrow state right away, trying to light up the ground here, and we see that the burrow plus the bees, and now just not even paying attention to them, wants to down this Gravekeeper, but he's doing a great job evading the bombs that are being placed, has to go for a melee hit, and now no more shovels for Skyfall.
Fantastic job from Skyfall, avoiding the bombs and just having enough distance to not take them. Now is taking the first connection bomb from Chi. If there will be another hit, we have the Gravekeeper as a 1 down. Definitely a good job from the Gravekeeper right here so far, is taking that hit. Now we can see the global portal. I was saying this global portal can make or break a game. He is trying to get away. Oh, there's another portal right here. Was baiting the global portal. Fantastic job, buying more and more time.
And the mind game is being played, right? You saw that the Priestess probably asked him for more time. He's like, could you just take the other portal that I set up? Now we see that Skyfall trying to go back. We're going to sneak another round in the tram. Oh my God, Skyfall enjoyed the tour so much. He bought another ticket, ladies and gentlemen. He wants to see the whole tour again. No flash photographies. But this is buying so much time for the survivors though.
That is for sure. She is taking the opportunity to go on the tour as well, trying to learn a little bit more about the Ever Sleeping Town. But this is, as you mentioned, first of all, buying more time, and second of all, it's giving enough time for the bees to come in right here. Again, she doing the same thing that we saw Gotcha doing earlier, avoiding the bees, not caring about them at all. Now we have the Gravekeeper down. First time in this match, we have the Fort already coming in for a rescue. There comes the stun, and will this be enough to go on the tram again?
Oh my God, wait, and now he just lights it up, but look at that. Gets the blink, forces, but Hatari gaining the respect of She, just not picking up right away. But we see that the bees are here as well, Captain as well, and you see that the forward 1 chip damage away. So I'm so excited to see how they're going to be able to mitigate the situation, because She, again, defending pretty well. Forward, it's too risky for him to go for that save, that stun once again. But we do see that the entomologist is in the area.
And look at the Cypher Machine. Cypher Machine almost being popped right there. One is at 64, the other one 33. Right now, none of them are being decoded, which is good for She, but at the same time, keep in mind, to tie this round number 2, they want to get the 5-point game, and this looks already extremely good for GH to have them survivors escape. So She now taking a little bit more of a risk, going away from the Gravekeeper, assuming that GH is keeping the Gravekeeper on the chair and therefore allowing him to getting them more time. But he was right. MP, She was right to go for other survivors, is now destroying pets, is now destroying that dangerous global portal, which could be in a huge danger late game. But we can also see Cypher Machines are being decoded. Will Little Boy be able to pop this? No, She is coming into this area, and again, this one is the one that is at 90%. So putting pressure on that Cypher Machine could be a good thing to do, but we have the Priestess being able to get away from Tinnitus, finishing up that Cypher Machine, and now we can see Captain Kun trying to finish the last one, but has to get away out of this area.
Yeah, they're playing this Bonbon pretty well. They're separating the attention, but now we see that attention is being brought to the different parts of this map, and She has to walk on foot. This is one of the caveats of this Bonbon, the mobility, right? He has very stubby legs. He's very cute, I know, but it's just, this is what's really tough in a huge map like this, and they're spreading the attention out. One more Cypher remains, and it's past 50%. We are seeing that Hatari is trying to gain the attention away, has to do some cleanup here, and now 63%. It is going down to the wire here. She cleaning up a little bit, but really needs to commit to one target because they are pushing for the end game to happen. And like we said, they just need a tie. If they go for that tie, they still get the round win courtesy of Gajay's excellent performance in the first half of round number 2. Shi now just making his rounds, trying to see where they're all at, and they're doing a great job of constantly pressuring. It's a reverse tug of war, if you would. Just trying to defend, trying to push for these objectives. And now we see someone is touching that Cypher. They're gonna go for the teleport. It is Capcom that will have to kite.
And she knows that this is the last Cypher machine that they were working on, that this is a Cypher machine that most likely is already pretty much decoded, and the rest of the team knows that she will stick to this Cypher machine, keep putting pressure on that Cypher machine, and will it connect? Won't connect. We have Captain Kun getting away from these bombs, but the survivors were also splitting up the attention and popping that Cypher machine right now. We have 3 survivors up and running. They only need 1 out of the gate, go through the dungeon to win round number 2 for themselves, and now with 3 survivors up and running, this is an extremely difficult task for Shi right here, now on the hunt of Captain Kun.
Yeah, and Capcom being a solid find here. Again, Capcom doesn't have any bees to utilize, but we see that the portal is already being placed. Will buy enough time, and Capcom is closing out the distance here to try and go for the dungeon exit, Grizzly. Capcom, can he make it? The survivors are already gone, and now we see Capcom. He's gonna use the speed boost. Capcom, he's able to get the exit. It is a 3-man escape. GH continues the round win streak.
The thing that you have to be aware of is that you want to keep your hands off the wildling. He cannot really decode that fast. Yes, he can harass. Yes, he can annoy and he can rescue. But when it comes to early game, you want to get away from Hatari, and he finds Hatari right away. Whoa. Again, you don't want to go for that.
Yeah, unless you want your presence to be fed, right, when he's on that boar. But again, he does not want, he wants to go for these decoders because he knows the longer that he is not chasing a decoder, the more that they're able to just get a lot of decoding on the ground. We do see that little boy making his way already to the roller coaster here. Will he go for a ride? And I think somebody pressed the button. I'm not quite sure if we're going to see a 5-star ride here of the ride sharing app. But we are seeing that, no, he does stop at second stop. He is already leached, and we see that she, being very proactive, wants to find the mechanics doll and finds it here in the haunted house.
Finds it in the haunted house. That is true. Has little boy right there as well. So now is forcing the doll away from the Cypher machine as well as the prisoner. Will the prisoner be able to get into that right before he's taking the hit? We have the
yeah, he's gonna choose the vault. Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
I think it might have taken too much time. Now we see that the Dream Witch closing in, but now he's gonna eat that hit so he can go to the ride. And look at that, he's waiting for any activity. Again, playing it really proactive here, sitting on the roller coaster, just waiting for anything to happen before he's gonna set himself to the third stop. But we see that she already positioning himself just in case he goes for that ride. We are seeing little boy though not choosing to go for it and goes for the vault instead. The main body is at third stop, but now we see that the leech follower is closing in on little boy. 4 ciphers still remain, so they are still pushing for these objectives, Grizzly.
That is for sure. Look at the Cypher machines. You said it. There are 2 Cypher machines remaining now. They were really pushing them, and with the prisoner being the main target, this leaves so much room for the mechanic to just push these Cypher machines. And there comes the hit. Prisoner is now down. But as you already mentioned, she was predicting the roller coaster to take off and was putting the main body far away from little boy. We have Hatari being able to actually come in to the area just to, if needed, provide protection and maybe even possibly rescue the prisoner off the balloons. This is going to be very intense, but look at the Cypher machine progress. This team, again, very well coordinated, split up, and is having a lot of time to decode Cypher machines. We have little boy on the chair in a few seconds right here. Oh no! We can see the wildling is preventing it, but at the end of the day, he's getting that chair.
I thought that was enough time for him to struggle free, but yeah, the wildling, that's what you bring to the table. Just buys more time. We do see that Hatari is still in the area, and they can go for that save because 1 Cypher still remains, and it is being worked on already. It's still far from being completed though. Hatari's gonna have to eat a hit just so we can get that rescue. And now we see the rebound kite happening. Can Little Boy hold off until the Cypher is prime? We see that accelerated decoding is already here. Little Boy still in this area, making sure he'll buy enough time as possible, but the blink was popped, and now Little Boy will be falling down once again.
Little Boy will be falling down. He will go into an area as far away as possible, not only from his teammates, but also from the chair. They already started to decode 2 Cypher machines because they know, hey, Dream Witch can be dangerous. Late game with all these leeches can be extremely powerful, can prevent us from sticking to 1 Cypher machine. So they were splitting it up already a little bit, but so far it looks extremely good. Skyfall over there decoding the Cypher machine. Might now get scared off, and can see the wildling. Oh, what a rescue! Will their body block happen? Will the mechanic take the body block?
Yeah, I was trying to, but then you see Hatari still on the board, just providing support here, and now lost sight of the prisoner. It is Capcoon that has to eat that hit, and we see that the deleaching is happening. Prisoner now, again, is the main priority, because one more and he will be going back, going out of the game. Now we see that he is camping that Cypher over there on the other side of the map, so it's still quite the intense situation for Shi. Can he prolong this endgame from happening?
As we said, Skyfall already starting another Cypher machine now, really opening up these Cypher machines. All of them are being decoded at this point. So really preparing for a strong late game on the Survivor side. And the way they were able to get away the attention from Little Boy is buying so much time. If Little Boy would go down, we can see the blink most likely coming through right here. Not hitting though, the wildling is there to body block yet again. And is not even taking it,
Look at that, just positioning himself so good, pushing away the follower and just giving Little Boy more chances of surviving and kiting. But now main body is leeching the wildling, so this is going to be very scary, Grizzly, because when they pop that Cypher, there are two of the leeches that are ready. Now we're going to see that hit happen. The Cypher pop isn't happening just yet, not forcing the heal. So now this is going to be 1 survivor less to worry about on the side of Shi.
Absolutely fantastic job, and we saw the wildling who was trying to heal, which could have bought more time for the survivors to pop that last Cypher, but the Cyphers were not primed yet. Now the Cypher machines are primed. Wildling is getting up right here. She was not able to get the wildling in time on the balloons. Now concentrating on Hatari, but the thing is, change to Blink had patrollers before. Now there is almost no way to get across the entire map to the rest of the 2 survivors, to Capcoon and to Skyfall, to actually close that gap. So there will be a potential tie coming out of this first half, round number 3. We have Hatari down, and again we can see the exit gate is open. Mechanic and Mercenary will make the escape through the portal. We have the mechanic still with the doll. I'm not sure. Oh no, the doll is right there. Might come in for the rescue.
It's probably support, and then like the wildling. Oh, but no. They just go for the tie. Again, they're not really known for taking those big risks. They want
championship title of the IVC. Currently, we are waiting on the Moonriver Park to jump into round 3, second half. We have the Bloody Queen. She is going to already utilize this mirror, and she found the first survivor, which is Anchen, and was able to land that hit on the entomologist. Fantastic job. Now tries to catch up. Again, Anchen definitely able to utilize these bees to get around on this map extremely fast, but with Gotche's mirror, as soon as the mirror will be activated, this could definitely be a difficult situation, since the entomologist already ate 1 hit.
Ooh, and now having to transition and interrupting just a little bit for Siru, but we are seeing him double back. But the mirror image will strike and land. Godjay has his first target down, but we see LC is in the area. Is gonna be just harassing, but you are just buying some time, but also you don't want to give Godjay too much presence here. Again, just going back and forth. LC being a pester here. He's gonna go for the pickup. You're trying to go for the push, but the sidestep again. LC out of the board, and now we see Entomologist will see her first round in the rocket chair. So what an excellent start to Godjay's first chair and hunt.
And you want to keep in mind that, you know, the Cypher Machine progress needs to happen. They are working on the first one popped, but then the second and third one are just being touched. So there is still a really, really good chance for Gotche to get more than a tie out of this match. But is also playing the safe. Since Gotche is having the upper hand right now, he can play it a little bit more safe. He can stay at the rocket chair. He can utilize the mirror as soon as it is active again to, you know, put pressure on survivors, on the Cypher machines, and slow down the decoding progress, as well as protecting the rocket chair right here. Is now finding which is the perfumer who's trying to rescue, is taking that hit, was utilizing the perfume just in time, is making her way to the rocket chair, will most likely take the hit, but there comes the rescue.
Yeah, excellent stuff. And now Anchan's rebound kite has to matter here. Oh, wow, catches her while she was vaulting, but the vaulting speed will give her a little bit of a boost, but Gotche swipes her down. And now, since it was half away, so now he will be, this is his last chance on that rocket chair. So Cypher progress still trying to be pushed. Still 4 Cyphers remain. The dungeon is still hidden. Mercenary does have wanted order. The perfumer already eating that hit, so the perfumes will again just get her out of, can't tank a hit. He will just get you out of that position. Now we see that Siru is in the vicinity of that mirror, and Gotche looking for his next target to hit and land.
That is for sure, and with the first survivor already out of the game, this is putting pressure on MP right here. We can see that the perfumer was being healed inside of the haunted house. Zero now needs to provide a lot of time when it comes to kiting. We can expect that the perfumer is going back to decoding and that the wildling might come in for a rescue, but
wow,
taking that hit right there, was taking that hit. Zero doing a fantastic job, almost got away from Gotche's mirror image, but was taking that hit, is now further away and forces Gotche to, you know, close the gap. But still, the Cypher machine progress is slowly, only slowly making its way to the point where they can put one of the Cypher machines.
True. Sierra doing a great job so far, just keeping everything here in this vicinity. Has one elbow pad to utilize, but man, Gotche's mirror placements have been so on point. Hits him before the mirror expires. Now Siru trying to get the vault to happen, but the blink! Oh, wow, what a well-timed blink by Gotche. And now switching traits, and we see that Gotche has his second survivor on the rocket chair. 3 Cyphers still remain. Elsie is in the area. He is all healed up, but man, just the pressure that Gotche is applying is smothering.
Oh, saw the wildling right here, and this also means the perfumer really needs to focus on decoding. Now the wildling is right here trying to tank a hit and trying to provide the mercenary with a little bit more time, but it can be extremely difficult for Zero to get away right here. Is having one elbow pad left. Will he be able to utilize it properly to get away? Is looping around. What a fantastic job, buying more time, but now with the mirror image it's going to be a little bit more difficult. The dash comes through, but now Zero is on his own. He can only take one more hit. Cypher machines, 2 remaining. Will there be a Cypher pop? Will Zero be able to buy enough time? That is the question. We still have the wildling, who is most likely still somewhere close by.
He is. Can I just say also that Gotche changing to teleport now does not have blink, so Zero buying so much time getting the second mirror and utilizing, just waiting for it to happen, but will eat that hit. Cypher progress is pretty decent on 2 of the last Cyphers. One is already being pushed past the 70% mark. The other one's still sitting at 84. There's wildling can go for another save, but it's going to be quite hard because, again, it's still 2 Cyphers remain. Second time on the rocket chair for the mercenary. Wildling can't take one more hit. Will have to time this right. Maybe he'll be the one to pop that last Cypher because it is at 99%. So it is the perfumer that is in the area. So now they're going to wait till they push for this endgame.
You can really tell how MP is putting pressure on Gotche this time, really wants to go into this next round, wants to get at least a tie. And as you said, Perfumer comes in for the rescue, utilizing this perfume, and Gotche just waiting it out. We have a Cypher pop about to happen. Perfumer is tanking the hit. Cypher Pop might not happen right away because this is buying more time for Zero to get into a better location, into a location where Zero allows the rest of the team to actually open up these exit gates. Right now, just buying more time. Terror Shock is happening, Cypher Pop comes through, and we can see the rest of the team is transitioning over to the other gate, but you have to keep in mind, that teleportation is active.
Yes, it's active, and now once the chair would happen, he will try to teleport to that exit gate. Can they make it in time? We see that the Perfumer is making a dash towards that exit gate, and it's still not touched yet. We are seeing the teleport happen. Perfumer is already there, and it's a detention hit. Oh my gosh. LC needs to, oh god. Again, GodJ. If he gets 3, it's gonna go in the favor of GH, and what a call out there. LC though going to the other side. GodJ again playing this so well. Oh my gosh.
There are not a lot of options left right here, and we can see that LC is slowly trying to come back. Gotcha is just sitting on the chair because you said it. They only need 3 survivors, or they need these 3 survivors, so why go and risk it, right? Like, just stay here, wait this Perfumer out, and as soon as the Perfumer is out of the game, it is GG. They won this, but LC knows that, so therefore, again, high risk, high reward. LC is coming in for the rescue. Detention is still active, and he could take a normal hit, not a detention hit though. So it's definitely going to be an interesting late game right here. Needs to come in with the ball right now. Needs to maneuver around GodJ, but will he be able to do so?
Yeah, he's being chased out, and now GodJ just cutting off the corner of LC, and now we see that the Shuni is going back, and GodJ wanting to make a big statement here, trying to just go for LC, but LC, the dungeon is open, but as you said, GG's will be called. Excellent stuff, guys. Southeast Asia, congratulate GH because they are your champions, ladies and gentlemen.
Fantastic.